For another video, shooting a few back to back. As you can tell, I haven't changed my top. These are some toys. These are some random toys that I've kind of dipped my toe into, but not fully. I'm very picky about what I get because I don't want to go down the get every character route. I'm glad I can be picky because they are coming out with some of my favourites. And it's the Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch Retro Wave. I've had this Silver Surfer for quite a while, I will say. I've had it for a few months, maybe months now. Randomly found him in a game. I was searching for him, and all the Aston Basler and stuff had like all the X-Men and stuff like that, and loads of Wolverines and Falcons, and then Silver Surfer turned up in my game. But I've had this one for a while. But I have recently added some new ones to the collection. First up, we've got Black Suit Spider-Man. Again, another pickup from Game. Randomly, yeah, this game have been not my local game. The game where I used to live, and the game where I used to live like 20 years ago, because we were still, as I said in my PS2 video, my old haunt. Those get these in. My local game gets Jack Diddley in. My local game right now has got loads of board games in it and loads of Funko Pops and loads of kids' toys. Like, a lot of like kids' toys. Whereas the other two games I go to have more grown-up toys than I'm really grown-up. You know what I mean? Aimed at adult collector type stuff. So yeah, Black Suit Spider-Man or Symbiote Spider-Man. Really like these figures. Probably never going to take these off card. I think they look a lot better on card with the, with the artwork behind them. But these next two are super excited. These got released. These turned up in HMV where I used to live, and but one of them they had one of each, and one of them they'd put it on one of those the pegs, but they put the peg lock on it, and people that have been ragging it, obviously to see what's behind, so they've been bending it up and stuff. So I'm like, I'm not having that. So left them, went to work one night after work. As I probably did I show you that in a video? Can't remember if I showed you in a video. Oh yeah, in my Transformers video I showed you my little Warhammer dude that bought. Yeah, that same trip. Went into HMV and picked up Nova, one of my all-time favourite Marvel characters. Absolutely love Nova. Did myself a big disservice a few years ago. My wife bought me for my birthday. She bought me a Swamp Thing statue, which is I've still got there. But in the shop, they had a Nova, Kotobukiya Nova statue, the one that lights up, and his top. That thing there, it snapped off. So it was like at the time it was like 150 quid statue or something like that, 100 quid, 150 quid. They were selling it for a tenner because it snapped. They'd had it for months and no one would buy it, so they were just like, we'll just get rid of it for a tenner. So I bought it for a tenner. It didn't fit in a Detolf. It was just a bit too tall because it was in like the pose. I think it's Andy Granoff pose. Did it? It was the cover for Andy Granoff did. Yeah, and it didn't fit in a Detolf, and we were going through some tough times with cash, and I ended up selling it. Regret that now, don't I? I haven't much on eBay. That's 200 quid. It's the price they originally were, sort of. Can't like a statue for 200 quid these days, can you? But yeah, Nova. Like I say, one of my all-time favourite characters. I absolutely love Nova. Quick Nova story. Went to Florida. I went to MegaCon one year. Picked up Nova issue 2 for $30. It's graded. Like an 8.5. At the time, I wasn't really buying graded. It was the first. I bought 2 that time. I bought the Power Rangers comic signed by the Blue Ranger. That was graded. Sold by the guy that wrote the actual comic itself. And then, because I bought that graded one, I started looking at graded comics. But Nova didn't really have any sort of, at the time, any sort of passion for graded comics. So I bought it, sat on it for a while. It was $30, so I ended up selling it on. Made a lot of profit. Now again, wish I'd kept that book, because I've got a big stack of slabs out there. There's a few there that I'm still left to sell. I've been selling a few slabs, but yeah, I wish I'd kept that Nova number 2. One book I do have graded is Moon Knight number 1. Bill Sienkiewicz's Moon Knight number 1, which is downstairs. Because yes, I have geeky stuff all over my house. There's 4 Detolfs downstairs and another glass cabinet, and one of them, 2 Detolfs for my wife, 2 for me, because she collects stuff as well. And one of my Detolfs is Detolfs. You won't be able to see it, but in that case there, just not in the middle, I've been putting the graded comics like that, and then putting a figure or a statue in front. So I've got this Moon Knight number 1 downstairs in a Detolf with the fantastic Mezco 1/12 scale Moon Knight in front of it, which is then paired with a Avengers. I can't remember which issue it is, but it's the first appearance of Taskmaster, which is the Diamond Select Taskmaster with that. But yeah, Moon Knight's favourite character. Really happy that HMV in Manchester they put all these out on pegs and then just put Moon Knights just on a shelf, so it's completely unpunched. And then, definitely a random pickup. Did not expect to see this so early on the shelves, and it turns out, I don't know what kind of deal HMV's got going with Hasbro, but massive Sentinel. Oh, if you look at that, to that. So it's a Sentinel in scale with the 3 3/4 figures. He's got to be, what? Let's just randomly pick a non-Marvel character out, because we've got Blue Beetle, one of my all-time favourites. So yeah, that's a 6-inch figure. So we're talking 8 inches, maybe 8.5 inches, maybe. Huge. But yeah, Sentinel in scale. Nowadays could never get one of those giant Sentinels. You stay there. So this would be the next best thing, sort of thing. But back in the day, would have been maybe 07, 08, 2007, 2008. Sure. I mean, it might have been before then. But Woolies, I remember it was, Wool was selling off Marvel Legends, the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I completed both the Galactus and the Sentinel waves. I had a display on we had a old radiator that we never used. The storage ones that heats the stones up, the bricks up inside and whatever it is. Never used that because it cost a fortune and lasted 2 seconds. It was cheaper to run a fan heater with the door shut. So on top of that, I had a display where Sentinels had, because one of the figures I got was Cyclops. It had the thing coming out of his hand wrapped around a Cyclops, and you had other X-Men that were in the wave fighting it, and there was a Galactus on the other side, and a little mini display. Again, financials came in, and I ended up. It was just before the. Well, if I'd have held on till now, those figures just before the Sentinel and Galactus were released by HasLab, they would have been worth a fortune. At the time I sold them, they were worth a fortune, because I sold that whole Marvel Legends those waves. I kept Deathlock. I'm sure I kept Deathlock from that wave. Was it Deathlock? Am I thinking Deathlock? Am I thinking right? Yeah, it was Deathlock. Not Death's Head, it's Deathlock. From that wave. And I only got rid of that one when I upgraded to the new one that they did. But nowadays, I don't have any. I've got these DC Direct. That's a random mix up there of Justice League International. So I've got Martian Manhunter, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, Guy Gardner, Fire and Ice. But I don't think I tell lie. And then a few little what are called desk toys. I've got Howard the Duck that came with Toy Biz Silver Surfer, Spider Ham, Black Knight, and Zombie Captain America from the What If line. Those are the only Marvel Legend figures I've got left. I just recently sold them all, actually. I had a whole bunch. I had Punisher. I had the old Punisher from. That was when Hasbro first got the license. I think it was that first wave that were like on card. But anyway, I'm waffling. Every time I got a video, I start waffling about stuff I've had in the past. And then now I finish this video. You know I'm just going to go on eBay now and start looking them up. You know I am. But anyway, that's me. Let's do a thumbnail. So yeah, that's my little Marvel. Really called Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends 3 3/4 retro range. Don't think there'll be any more of those coming. I don't even know, because like I say, I picked up my favourite characters there: Silver Surfer, Black Suit Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Nova. You know, they're going to do Black Knight, Werewolf by Night, Howard the Duck, Spider Ham. You know, some really obscure shit. Man Thing. Christ, if they do a Man Thing, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any more of those really coming. So that's probably it. I don't know what I'm going to display these because I want to keep them on car. I might do the nerdy thing and stick them on the wall or something. But again, I say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video. So we should now have 3 videos in a row and hopefully more to come. Fingers crossed. But for now, I say bye.